expectations you have or fears? For
Fears.
this tour?
Well, we are pretty much done with the first day now, so not too many fears left.
Yeah.
First day is always like, rough, but I think it was all right.
Yeah, we were a little worried about. I mean, we feel pretty prepared this time. Last tour that we did, we kind of had a lot of we didn't have enough rehearsal, so we freaked ourselves out for this one because Warped is so important for an American band,
We did a UK headliner. It was like 18 songs or something. We just honestly didn't put enough time in before.
Yeah, we thought we needed a lot less practice than we really did.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't awful. It just, I think we hold ourselves to a really high standard, and we didn't meet that.
Yeah, obviously it scared us straight.
Yeah.
Our magazine has done a lot of work with the homeless in the past.
Okay.
Have you guys had any experiences with the homeless?
So actually, I'm from Seattle, and the scene I came out of, I used to play a lot of black metal and cross punk and stuff. There's a lot of people who are kind of homeless, I guess, by choice, Like people I'm playing with, they're sleeping on the street or whatever. But because I was around those people so much, I kind of got a good feel for the people who are homeless because, they were just hanging out, So you just be in the park, saving up all your cash to buy a bottle of Carlo Rossi, just being a stupid punk or whatever. And you just hang out with whoever you hang out with. You never meet a more interesting person than someone who lives on the street day in and day out.
I went to a small private high school, and we did some outreach stuff where we'd go maybe once or twice a month and just kind of help out. It was like a children's daycare kind of thing for people who were homeless but were trying to, get their life back together, I guess, basically, and they had kids. So they'd be able to drop off kids while they were going to their job or going to whatever they need to do. It was cool. We just basically hung out with kids that were not very fortunate, but were honestly super nice. Some of the purest people I've ever met.
A lot of homeless really are at the lowest point in their life, but they claim Jesus as Savior. What is you guys' perception of Jesus?
Well, my perception, I grew up in the church, and my perception hasn't changed. That I feel Christ is Son of God, one Savior, and is our connection, humanity's connection to God, is both human and God. That whole, I forgot the talking points because if I'm being honest, it's been a minute. But I'm kind of, I go to church when I'm home, and I'm home 3 months out of the year kind of thing. But yeah, that's my background. It made me not a dickhead, so I'm stoked on that.
I have a pretty similar background. I went to a Christian high school that was really small. And I actually went to Christian college for a semester until the lack of diversity started to become burdening. But no, I actually am pretty much in the same boat as Sky.
I was raised a Catholic, but I'm not really religious anymore. So I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah, he's our token heathen.
Social media is huge today. How do you connect with your fans through social media?
Twitter, I feel is the best platform to do that. That's the coolest thing about it. It's right in front of you. You can at any time talk to whoever you want to, your favorite band, whoever, instantly. So that's why it's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's there's no other format that, because our fans are so young, so it is not a whole lot of ways I can really communicate with a 14 and a half, 15-year-old girl that likes my band without it being really inappropriate. So, so Twitter is great for that. It's I actually like it a lot because I can communicate with people to the extent that I think is beneficial for both sides, because I feel like a lot of bands kind of get a little too deep with, I guess, people's individual problems, and that kind of creates a lot of issues on both sides as far as responsibility for this person's livelihood and their mental health that's put on this band member who's not trained to deal with that and is probably not doing a good job of supporting them. And then this person sort of kind of creates an idol-ish out of the person that they believe is supposed to save their life. But with us, we wouldn't be touring, we wouldn't have a career if we didn't have fans or a connection with fans, so they matter very much to us.
Yeah, I feel we try to be as transparent as you can. I think today it's become increasingly easier to have some sort of persona if you want to. But I think honestly, man, I think we're pretty like straightforward with a lot of our fans.
What do you guys as parents do?
My mom is a teacher.
My mom runs a yarn shop called Yorkshire Yarns in Lakewood, Washington. It's a very good yarn shop. It's like high end. And my dad is a programmer for the REI website.
My parents both work at a linen company now, but my mom used to work at Honey Baked Ham, which was sick.
Oh.
She would bring home hams literally every week.
That'd be dope.
It was incredible.
That is awesome. Well, that's all I got, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a very interesting interview.
We try to keep it fun, you know?
Yeah.